Okay, so we're going to talk about types of triangles. Again, you need to be filling out what I am putting on this screen. You need to be putting it in your guided notes because I'll be checking your guided notes once you are done listening to this video. Okay, so types of triangles. We could classify triangles by their angles. Okay, and we learned last unit we have acute angles, obtuse angles, and right angles. Okay, so remember, acute angles are less than 90 degrees. Obtuse is greater than 90, but less than 180 degrees. And your right angle is 90 degrees. Okay? So, if a triangle has all acute angles, so all of its angles are less than 90 degrees, that is an acute triangle. If a triangle has one angle that's obtuse, that is an obtuse triangle. And then if we have a 90-degree angle, that is our right triangle. Okay? So we have acute, obtuse, and right triangles. So then we can also classify triangles by sides. So remember, this word congruent means equal. Okay, so if we have a triangle with no equal sides, that means all of the sides are different lengths, and you would know that by these little hash marks. Okay, the same amount of hash marks mean the same length on each side, but notice one side has one hash mark, another side has two, and the third side has three, so that means they are not equal sides, and that is called a scalene triangle. Okay, no equal sides is scalene. Then we have a triangle with two equal sides. So since each of those sides only has one hash mark, that means they are equal. That is called isosceles. And then our last type is where they are all equal. That is equilateral. Okay, so scalene is no congruent sides, so no equal sides. Isosceles is two congruent sides, or two equal sides. And then equilateral is all congruent sides, so all the sides are equal. Okay, so let's take a look at these examples. At the bottom it says classify each triangle by its angle and sides. So some of these we're going to have to find a missing angle before we can classify it. So if we look at 11, we have an angle of 40 degrees and 24 degrees, but we don't know what this guy is over here. So if we're basing this triangle off 40 and 24, you're going to tell me that that is an acute triangle. Well, we don't really know that. Okay, so we need to figure out what that missing side is. So from your previous notes, you know that when you add 24 and 40, plus that missing degrees, it needs to equal 180 degrees. Because that's how many degrees are in a triangle. You go add 24 and 40, that gives us 64. Then we're going to subtract 180 from 64. So it's going to equal 116. Okay, so x over there is 116 degrees. Okay, so since the missing angle is less than 90 but greater than 180, this is going to be an obtuse triangle. And it doesn't appear any of the sides are equal, so it's going to be an obtuse scalene. Okay, looking at number 12. We have sides with 5 centimeters and 5 centimeters, and then we have this box. Remember, this box means 90 degrees. So if we have a 90-degree angle, we have a right triangle. And then we have two sides that are the same or equal, so that is going to be a right isosceles triangle. It is right because of the 90 degrees, and it is isosceles because two of the sides have the same measurements. Okay, let's take a look at this third one. So we need to find this missing angle down here. So we have 38 plus 54 plus x equals 180. Go ahead and add 38 plus 54. That gives us 92. Then we're going to subtract 92 from 180. So it's 88 degrees. So all three angles are less than 90 because we got 38, 54, and 88. So that is acute. And none of the sides are equal, so that'll be acute scalene. Okay, go ahead and do 14, 15, and 16. And when you are done, bring them up to my desk and I will check them. You need to label them, sorry. You need to label them as an acute, obtuse, or right, and then scalene, isosceles, and equilateral. So each triangle should be labeled with 2 words. Again, go ahead and take time to do them, and then bring them up to my desk. For 15 and 16, you will need to find the measure of that missing angle to help you label those appropriately.